Hello everyone, it is Natalie here, and today I'm coming to you guys with a Becoming Rooted video. So I haven't filmed a Becoming Rooted video in a while because Katie and I were on spring break, so we tried to take a break on spring break, and then I had done 2 weekends in a row and she had done 2 weekends in a row, so it's been pretty consistent besides the spring break weekend. But now it is my turn to film a video for you guys, and I'm so excited because this is definitely something that has been placed on my heart to talk about. For those of you guys that don't know what Becoming Rooted is, I will have it in the description down below, and also you can check it out. It's not really affiliated with my channel, like it is, but it's not my channel. It's a website that my best friend and I have, and we just broadcast it to our individual audiences, like her on her blog, me on my YouTube, but they're separate from it, if that makes sense. So yeah, that is what this is here. I just want to talk about kind of like issues. I know that's a very broad word and you're like, what? But I went out to dinner actually the other night, and I was with 3 of my best friends, and we were all just talking about like just random things. We were talking about so many things. You know those dinner conversations where you go from talking, we literally started talking about like nutrition, and then we started talking about the Illuminati, and then we started talking about like depression and anxiety and all this stuff. Like I don't even know how the conversation came about, but yeah, that's kind of what happened. When we were talking about kind of everyone's own personal issues and everyone's own personal like struggles that they deal with, I was kind of just sitting at the table taking it all in, being like, wow, like people don't, like, it's so easy to say and look at someone's Instagram, look at someone's Twitter, look at someone's YouTube channel and be like, oh my gosh, they have a perfect life. Like I wish my life was perfect. You're like, they're so perfect, they're so pretty, they have money, they must not have like a care in the world. Like look at me over here struggling with depression and anxiety, and like I can't pay my rent and I'm like struggling so much, you know? And like you just view someone else and you wish you want to be them, and you wish that you had what they're like. They don't have any issues at all, like their life is perfect. And people think that just based off of like Instagram, sadly. And Instagram is a highlight reel, by the way. I just want to point that out. I definitely did not come up with that quote, but I want to share it because it's so true. And I was just thinking, like, all these girls that I'm sitting with, I once like scrolled through their page or like hung out with them and like heard about their family or heard about their like life, whatever, and been like, oh my gosh, your life is perfect. Like you get to travel so much, you get to, like, you guys have a lot of money, or you guys are like always happy, or you guys aren't stressed out in school and you get good grades, and I'm jealous of that, and I'm jealous that you're in a major that you love, whatever. Like everything, like I have once compared my life to theirs and put theirs on a higher pedestal than mine. Like it's just inevitable, all of us do it. It's really sad, but it's human. When we were talking about that, one of my friends was talking about how she's been like, how she has anxiety, and like all of them kind of like were like, yeah, me too. Like a lot of people are on medication for anxiety, which I like think is a good thing. I don't think it's bad to, if you need help, please go seek it. But it's such like a taboo thing to talk about, and it has such a stigma to it that it's like, oh, like you're on anxiety meds, like crazy. Like, no, it's not like that. But a lot of people don't see that. Like one of my friends, like you would never think that she has anything wrong with her. She has such a great family. She's a loving family. She has, she like gets good grades. She's smart. She's pretty. She's gorgeous. Like everything, you know, like she travels all the time, and like you think you are perfect. And then you hear about her side of the story and you realize that like, wow, they have things going on too. And like, I never once thought of that. Like, I just kind of want to make that known. I'm not going to go delve into the secrets and like things that people have, just because I don't think it's my place to share what other people are going through. But you would be so surprised with what other people are going through that don't seem like it. Like, for instance, I've had people come up to me being like, oh my gosh, I'm so jealous, you literally travel everywhere. Because like I post a lot of pictures whenever I travel. Like I just came back from Europe for like, what? Like I'm in college. Normal college students don't casually go to Europe, you know? And like I always am in New York. I'm going to New York next week. I have like a place in Miami. Like I'm in Miami a lot. Like I've been to California, you know, things like that. Like saying this and rattling off a list, I'm like, wow, like, yeah, that's awesome of me. Like not awesome of me, but like if I was someone else, I'd be like, oh my gosh, that's such a cool life, whatever. And I'm not saying I don't have a cool life. Like I love my life, and I'm so thankful, and I'm so blessed, and like so fortunate. So I just want to throw that out there. Like I'm not bashing on my life at all, and I wouldn't trade it for a thing, but I'm saying like that's not my whole life. Like that's a fraction of it. That's literally just a fraction. Like everyone just has their own issues. No one's life is 100% perfect, and I feel like social media really really skews that. Also, people can also post a million selfies and a million cool pictures and coolly edited and like super fun, like their Instagram might look amazing or whatever, and they might be the most insecure person you'll ever meet. And I have seen that so many times, and it's really sad because you're like, what? You look so happy. Like, I saw that you went here. Like, you looked so happy. Like, you looked like you were having so much fun. You have so many friends. Like, your clothes are always so cute and put together. Like, your life looks perfect. And it's like, guys, that is, you are literally seeing this much of someone's life, like a little square and like a sliver of it. Even with like vlogging, for example, you're like, oh, they're taking me throughout their life, like they're bringing a camera around, like I'm actually seeing it. But like, look at the vlogs you watch and see how long they are. They're what, like 10 minutes long, and 10 minutes out of your whole day, 10 minutes out of 24 hours, I can put on a smile for 10 minutes. And I'm not saying that it's fake at all. Like, I'm not saying people are fake. I'm not saying that's what they do. I'm just saying that, like, don't want to like trade your life for someone else's because it looks perfect, because you have no idea what people are going through, and people are going through a lot actually. And if you actually sat down and talked to some people, I think you would be so surprised. Like, I know friends that have like depression and anxiety and have been on meds for years, or people who have eating disorders or recovering eating disorders, or some people who really are into drugs, you know. And I'm not saying names, I'm not saying if these are my close friends or not, but I'm saying there are people like that that look so happy on the profile or on a phone screen, or even like when you meet them for a second, they look happy, but once you talk to them for more than 5 minutes and you get them to open up, and there is so much that people don't realize and that people don't broadcast. And just think about yourself. Like, would you post a picture of you crying yourself to sleep? Like, no. Would you post a picture of you like taking your anxiety medicine and having an anxiety attack? No. But people have that, and like, you might have that. Most of you guys probably have things like this that you're thinking of, like, yep, that's me. And I just want you guys to know that you're not alone, and that for me at least, and for like what Becoming Rooted stands for, prayer is everything. God can lead you out of whatever you have. And if you guys aren't a Christian, that's okay. Like, you don't need to, like, I'm not shoving this down your throat, but I'm just telling you my belief and what I think. And I mean, you guys, like, if you just fell in love with Jesus, and he can bring you through whatever you're going through right now. I'm not saying that you're gonna have a perfect life, because you won't. No one does. But it gets so much better, and there is a light at the end of it. And I don't know, I just really wanted to share that, because after that talk with my friends, I felt like, oh my gosh, like so many people are going through so much that we don't know about. And I know that there's worse issues going on in the world, like more than just being depressed. But this is something that I feel like is so crucial in our society with people my age, and things that people don't talk about, and I want to talk about it. So yeah, I felt really like I want to be like, me and you are having dinner right now, and I'm opening up to you, and you guys can open up to me in the comments. You guys can send me an email, you guys can DM me on Instagram, whatever. But, or comment on Becoming Rooted. We actually have forums that you guys can talk to others about. We want this kind of to be an ongoing community, so like, even if we are not directly responding, like, people are responding to you, and like, you can have friends on the website and stuff like that. So everything is totally free. I really hope that you guys can use it, and write down any prayer requests, anything that you're going through, and people will be there. And it's really nice having that sense of community. So if you guys feel like you guys are alone and don't have that, I want to be there for you. Katie wants to be there for you. So yeah, I know this is kind of like a sappy video and not one of my normal ones, because it's not, it's Becoming Rooted, but I really hope that you guys enjoyed this and that you got something out of it. Be sure to check out the website, and if you guys have anything else that you want to add, or anything you want to share. But yeah, that's all I have to say, and you guys are not alone. Just always remember that, and we're always here for you. So yeah, I love you guys.